the sure ways you could build confidence in yourself, you're right, is showing up for yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't want people to mistake it. The gym today and myself has nothing to do with the physique.
Nothing.
Zero.
It's a
It's
byproduct.
me. It's me showing up for myself on a daily basis.
That's
When I
right.
show up for myself for 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, and I eat what I need to, and I'm doing that routine, I start to showing up for myself. I'll show up for everybody else, right?
Yeah.
That's what we usually do. But when
Yes.
you start to serve yourself, that's the only time you start to build self-esteem.
Yeah.
And when your self-esteem will hit to the point where that self-esteem will be like that little voice will be like Adrian, go in.
Yeah.
We're Rocky 2, go in. And like it was just like that little see, but if you wake up and you're eating shit and on purpose, and you're having vices, you're going to lower your self-esteem because you're going to hate yourself. And
Yes.
so how can you possibly have confidence? Sometimes we're to the point where we want to sabotage ourselves even more. So that's why exercise to me was the key. It's the key to unlocking the brain, to raising your vibration.
Yeah.
When you move, you totally think differently. So to me, it's a vibrational thing.
Yeah.
So for me, Dane, it was the physical body, right? That changed your vibration.
Yep.
Eating clean changed your vibration. Like after Thanksgiving, how many people feel like shit? So when you tell me you feel dot dot dot, you're telling me what vibrational plane you're on,
The
right?
100%.
So I was like, well, wow, what I eat could sabotage my ability to create and receive and manifest for days.
Yes.
And then as we're getting older, I realize our chemistry changes the way we think. So if my testosterone was super low, or if my estrogen was super high, I was like, holy smoke! Like, so that's what I got into the hormones and the peptides. Because like, man, if your hormones are off, it changes the way you think. So everything to me was allowing the body to be a full vessel to actually vibrate at a high place where you could get creative, you could get good ideas. Because I believe this thing. I don't believe we come up with good ideas. I believe ideas choose us. And I know that sounds weird, but
Yeah. You
like
download them.
the idea chose me. And so
Yeah.
if I was like Steve Jobs, that idea chose him.
Yes.
He was crazy enough to do something like that. So I believe when you're in a certain state, and that comes when I'm exercising and I'm in that, when and that download, all my greatest stuff, thoughts, ideas come from when I'm in a state of motion. Like, and I think to myself, if I wasn't doing all those things, I would have missed out on that. I would have been blocked to that.
Yes.
So all those things, I think that's why. I mean, fitness and nutrition, it's a hack to the brain. It's the greatest hack to your mind and your spirit. And so
Well
that's
said.
why like I don't want people to get on the scale and then look in the mirror. It's like no, 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 you're missing it out. Forget about that. Just show up for you.
Yeah.
That'll be like you said, it'll be a byproduct. But what's in more of is the happiness, the building your self-esteem, the loving yourself. And when I love myself and my self-esteem is high, I'm not projecting my bullshit onto my wife or to my kids or
That's
to my
right.
patients. So all like your outer world is just a projection of the shit you're going through. So when we know that, see, so this is not as simple as chicken rice. No,
No.
I'm eating to think clearly. I am moving because, there's people that are counting on me to be in my best
Yeah.
form each and every single day. So
Yes.
it's huge, man. And then that self-confidence and self-esteem gives anybody the chance to bet on themselves. And that's the key. When someone bets on themselves and when you have that point to bet on yourself and count on you when no one else does, that's usually that's one of the variables of the most successful biographies is that person. There was a time they had a big story and they went all in on themselves.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They made a decision, and I think that's a beautiful thing that a human could ever experience.